And this is Living a Well-Balanced Life with Professor Amy Tobgy, who teaches now at Yorkville University, Ontario. Probably many of you knew her in BC when she was at the BC campus the previous two or 3 years. And she has facilitated wellness circles and has also done a student wellness series for Yorkville University. So it's our time to let the stress out and talk about wellness. Okay, over to you, Amy. Thank you very much for doing this.
All right. It's my pleasure. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I would like to welcome everybody. It's nice to be all together here today. And just a very brief introduction, introducing myself very briefly, so you know why I'm doing this, okay? Basically, it all started when a few years ago when I used to work, actually I started my career in the IT field as a programmer and system analyst. And as you can imagine, they were very stressful jobs with major corporations. And the first job I had actually in Vancouver as a programmer was to support the Western region payroll system. And it used to be on the mainframe a long time ago. So I was on call 24/7. So I had sleeping problems because I was expecting a call any second. And then, of course, the stress and everything else. And after a while, you know, you think that there must be something different. Like, I mean, there is something else. We are not born really to live under such stress. And we are running all over the place like crazy. And so this is why I started researching more to find tips and techniques really to manage my stress level and to do things differently, because I wasn't really happy, even though I enjoy my work, but it was very stressful. I had my family and my baby and everything. So this is how it all started. It's for me searching for a solution, sleeping problem, eating a well-balanced diet. And then, unfortunately, I had 3 car accidents within 2 years when I was in Toronto a few years ago. And the last one, actually, I couldn't move my right side. And physiotherapy wasn't helping at all. So actually, my physician, my doctor, recommended that I go to a Taoist retreat. I think it was in Orangeville. And over there, I started practicing actually Tai Chi. And I was sitting, I couldn't stand. So I got into Tai Chi, and later on when I started feeling much better and starting to move, I decided to go for Latin dance classes instead of surgery. So once you know how your body works really, and you are in touch and in tune with your system, so yes, the doctors can diagnose what's wrong, and you can see the x-rays, the ultrasounds and all that, and then work with your body really. I always had a traditional Chinese medicine doctor, and she helped me a lot. So after a while, actually, because my interest is in ancient cultures, I originally come from Egypt. So I started searching ancient cultures. How did they live their lives? Because obviously they lived longer and they enjoyed all sorts of things. You can see that on their temples. They are dancing and singing and praying and doing their work and having a family life. So they must have discovered and practiced a well-balanced life. This is how the whole story started, really. So I was lucky. I traveled. I lived and worked in Thailand and China. I returned back to Egypt and worked on a major project there. And so after all that and studying, of course, and going to Virginia Beach actually for 3 months and studying at the Edgar Cayce Center, Center of Enlightenment over there. So over the years, other than my career jobs in IT and business and all that, parallel to that, I was very interested in wellness. And then after I collected all that stuff, all my friends and colleagues kept asking me, can you share some of that information with us? So this is when I started workshops and as well as what I call a wellness circle. And that's what we are doing today. Like if we were physically together, we would be sitting in a circle, okay? Not like the traditional theater style or whatever. No, we would be sitting in a circle because it's about sharing, okay? So it's not about lecturing, it's about sharing. And usually in the wellness circles, which is ancient traditions in all the ancient tribes all over the world, one person lead the circle and start with a topic, but everybody really is sharing. And every time somebody else will lead the circle, so it becomes really interesting and dynamic and organic, and it keeps building up information and sharing. So this is what I really enjoy doing other than my career and stuff like that.
That's really interesting, Amy. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I had a very interesting life, I have to say, and I'm grateful for that for sure. And one of the things I really like to share my experience, and this is what I do actually with my students as well. I always find 5-10 minutes at the beginning of each session to share something with them, and they share with me as well. So it becomes really a very interesting warm-up exercise, but again, they are benefiting from the information, the knowledge, and experience. I enjoy doing that. So I thought it's about time, as faculty, we share these things together as well. Because when we were on campus, and we meet in the coffee area or whatever, we used to have these little chats here and there. So I thought it's about time, and especially around this time of the term and close to the holidays and the weather, sometimes people start feeling a little bit depressed and stressed out. So I thought it will be a good time to share my experience with you guys and get to hear also what you have. So it's about sharing, okay? So all what I'm trying to explain to you here is not, I'm not lecturing you, I'm not talking and you are just listening. No, I will start asking you certain things, and please share and participate, because that's the fun part about a wellness circle. All right, so let's get started. So it's all about living a well-balanced life, and most people say, yeah, I think my life is fine, yeah, I'm fine. Okay, if you are fine, why you are terribly stressed out, and some people are depressed and they cannot sleep at night and all sorts of stuff. So there must be something missing, okay? So let's explore that together. So I'm asking you, are you living a well-balanced life according to you, your understanding of a balanced life? So I'll wait for you guys to respond, please. Any volunteers?
Mine's
Okay.
mainly work. But I love my work, so it's work.
Okay, so.
Hi, everyone. It's Jeff Karen speaking.
Hi, Jeff.
I do feel that I live a well-balanced life. It's, you know, I'm 63. I've kind of developed a path, and am very happy on it, quite frankly. I think it's always room to grow and learn, of course, but no, I sleep well, I'm happy. Yeah, no, I do feel that I live a balanced life, but
so what's your definition of a balanced life, okay? When you say balanced life?
well, I'm using your word, frankly. I don't suffer from depression. I do live alone, and I'm quite happy with that. I do enjoy other people, but I've always defined myself as being alone in a crowd. I like people around, but I am quite content on my own. I teach a few courses that are online, and then I do teach one where I have 6 hours of Zoom lecture live. And much like you were saying, Amy, I do start each of those with just kind of conversation. because really I'm teaching history of design, and
Okay.
we live that history. So to break in from what we're doing daily into my course is just a natural transition.
All right. That's
Yeah.
great. All right. Wallace, were you going to share with us something?
Yeah, sure. I think in terms of the like my workload, my family time, it's pretty much a balanced life. However, I tend to be very distracted by things. So there's just so many things going on at the same time. So this is what I find to be very stressful. I know that if I can focus on one thing at a time, it would be better. But nowadays, right, if you see the WhatsApp text coming in, you just can't help to check it. So this
Yeah.
is what I find to be the stressful part.
Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else would like to Andrew? Okay.
I can say, yeah, no, I've since the COVID set in and I've been working remotely, I don't associate home with work at all. So I went through a decompressing time, all of a sudden, like not getting up and having to go to work and go outside and feel the fresh air and be on my bike every day, and all of a sudden waking up and there's my work. So for the first 2 weeks when the COVID hit, I was just in like a numb state. Like I couldn't figure it out. And that's persisted in the sense that my physical activity, my structure, I'm working towards it and reclaiming it all the time in different ways, because I would normally in my off time, go to the library, which has high ceilings and wide spaces to get my work done, for example. And now I've got 4 walls, or coffee shops, which I just came back from, and I stuff my ears with earplugs, and I've got these construction things that are meant for jackhammers to block out the sound, because they invariably play this nauseating music. And so, I've had to show to coffee shops to try to get work done. And it's kind of working, but it's not creative. So, my potential is definitely not being channeled, I'm trying to reclaim it because some deadlines are coming up. And that's probably the only thing that keeps me on track, is the fact that I've got to do things on deadlines, but I'm procrastinating more than I have before. And yeah, it's my physical activity is not really vibrant. Over the summer, I was out every day, harassing turtle poachers, getting on the bike, and all the time it was really vibrant. And then when I guess Thanksgiving hit or so, that dropped off, and now I'm not even on the bike. So it's pretty bad, physically speaking wise, which affects your psyche too.
Yes, I do agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue. And of course, as we are going through our topics, I will continue asking you to share with us different things. So one of the famous saying, I don't know if you heard about Rumi. He's a famous philosopher and a spiritual poet from a long time ago. So he said, one of his famous saying, life is a balance of holding on and letting go. So this is also a very interesting, if you actually pay attention to what this is saying, we can start paying attention to our lives, what's important in our lives that we should keep, and what are the other things that we should really let go of, because we keep hoarding a lot of things, a lot of emotions, a lot of memories, a lot of things. And so it's a heavy load that we are dragging around with us, and it's not needed. Whatever experience we had in the past, we just keep what we learned from it and we keep moving. But we don't keep recalling the past experiences and the traumas and all that. So this is also very important for our well-being, because all of us, we do that. Nobody taught us how to let go, all right? So this is why I'm sharing with you things that it took me, like I started really my journey, the self-search, or the spiritual journey, or whatever you want to call it, around 1999. Okay, so about 21 years. And it took me to all sorts of different places, different countries, and searching and researching and all sorts of things. So I'm just sharing with you just a brief summary of my journey, and hopefully it will open your eyes on different ways of doing things. Maybe because I mean, we are different, so my experience is different than yours, so I don't expect you to do exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just giving you some ideas, okay? So let's go together on a brief journey to explore how to balance our lives. Now, the question is, are you a driver or you are the car? Okay. Okay, because basically if we think about it, we have our body and the soul, okay? So who are you? Because a lot of people, they think that they are this body. This is why people get so upset when somebody passes away, dies, because they think they lost them forever. But if you know that this physical body is just a vehicle and the soul is always there for us, it's energy, it's frequency. So we can treat our body in a different way, because really our soul needs our body to live this life and experience it. So this is why it's very important to take care of our body, because without it, the soul is just energy floating around, okay? So we have, this is one of the things that we have to just identify first to be able to deal with each part properly, okay? Now, if I ask you, who are you? How do you identify yourself? So a question for you guys. If I ask you, who are you? What are you going to tell me? Okay, I can, sorry if I mispronounce your name, Flor-de-Lisa? How do you say your name?
Flor-de-Lisa is a designer.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So if I ask you, who are you?
Just another guy. But I'm trying to live life, you know, as fruitful as possible. But because of this pandemic, I think what Andrew and Wallace said, I'm there.
No, but who are you? If you identify yourself, you are introducing yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm just you know, another creature here on earth.
Okay. All right. All right.
Trying to blend in
Okay.
with nature.
Okay. Good. All right. So that's good. I like that. It's blending in with nature is good, because we are part of nature. So definitely
Yes.
we have to blend in. So it's very important now. Okay. We're starting again. It's right now, all what I'm doing is our starting premise. So all of us, we are on the same page. Okay. So really we are 4 parts. Okay. Body, mind, okay, heart and soul. So it's very important. So when I'm saying a well-balanced life, it means that we are taking care of the 4 parts. Most of us, we are really operating on just 2, the body and mind, most of the time, okay? Intellectually, okay, we study, we work, all day we are processing information like a computer or a robot, and we care about our body, the food we eat and the exercise and all that. So really we are living half of who we are, okay? So the emotions and the spirituality, they are very, very important, okay? This is why we have to pay attention to those 4 parts, and it depends on the activity we are doing. It's not like we have to deal with them on equal parts, okay? Like we don't divide the day or whatever into 25% here and there. It really depends on the activity, on what we are doing, okay? Sometimes we are more in a spiritual mood, another time emotional mood, when we are with family and friends and loved ones and all sorts of things. At work, of course, we have to process information and all that. So to live a balanced life, awareness is the first step. To know that we have those 4 parts that we really need to take care of to be happy and content, because happiness And inner content is the secret to living a good life, okay? Happiness doesn't come from outside. It's an inside job, okay? And you hear that a lot, okay? So this is how we can start living a balanced life, by first being aware that there are 4 parts of who we are that we must take care of. So,
can I ask a question?
Yes, please go ahead.
In your previous slide,
Yes.
How do you differentiate between heart and soul? What do you mean by each of them?
Heart is really the emotions, okay, your emotions. And the soul is spirituality, all right? And I'm going to cover each one of them very shortly now. So we are going to focus on each one of them and some exercises and some ways how we are going to be dealing with each one of these. But really, of course, this is why you can see the overlap, okay? So they are not totally independent, okay? There are overlap. They work together, okay? Because as a human being, we are made of all these parts, okay? So our bodies, of course, as everybody knows, everybody focuses on the body, exercising and eating good food. So a very quick question again, how do you care for your body? How do you take care of your body? Any suggestions?
By exercising, having healthy food.
Okay, all right.
Sleeping.
All right, very important for sure, yes.
Yeah, I find it difficult to exercise for the sake of exercise.
Yeah.
You know, my exercise is built into a routine and things I do. So when people say go for a jog or, you know, go to a gym, like I really just draw a blank. So that's one of my issues with exercise. Generally, I get good exercise because it's incorporated into what I do each day.
Yeah. The secret actually is to be in tune with your body and yourself, okay? Because again, what works for you might not work for somebody else. For me, for example, I enjoy going for long walks. I enjoy walking, okay? I don't enjoy jogging. It's not for me. Whereas my next door neighbors, they are jogging twice a day, okay? It's fine. So we have to find whatever resonates with us and work for us. This is why there isn't a solution, one solution for all. No, it's just we have different options and we try different things, and whatever works for us, we keep, okay? And actually, what might work for you right now might change. Even each one of us, we are constantly changing. So maybe right now I go for long walks. In the summer, I like to go swimming. So you can change the activities, whatever resonates with you. So smiling. Smiling is one of the very, very important activities that nobody pays attention to. All right. Salespeople, one of the first, as far as I heard from professional salespeople, they said part of the training, if they are going to be doing a cold call, they have a mirror in front of them and they smile before they call their clients. Because when you smile, first, your voice changes. Second, your body actually starts secreting the happy hormone. So your energy is different, your voice is different. This is what I do actually before I start any of my sessions, before I walk into a classroom or I start my Zoom session, I do a brief meditation to relax and then smile and then just walk in. So my energy level is different, my voice is different. And when I smile, even before I say anything, you can see that the students started responding and smiling back, okay? So these little tips, it's for us and for everybody around us as well, but for us, okay? Because we have to take care of ourselves before we take care of anybody else. All right, I'm going to show you a very brief video and hopefully you enjoy that. It's about the drunken squirrel. All right. So during the day, seriously speaking, like definitely before you fall asleep, the last thing you should watch is a comedy, something funny, okay? But also during the day, why not? Okay, why not? Like it's just for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, just watch something funny. It's a nice break, okay? And again, according to research, positive emotions really can increase the brain's ability to make good decisions. All right. And this is what we need in our lives, really, because under a lot of stress and a lot of people are depressed, there is no doubt about that, we can make the wrong decisions at that time. So this is why we have to find activities and different things that will give the brain a break and switch to the other side of the brain, the right side, where the creativity and all sorts of things can help us with what's going on in life. So very quickly, what's your favorite comfort food? We're talking about food right now. So what's your favorite comfort food?
Potatoes.
Sorry, what is it?
Potatoes.
Okay, all right.
Pizza.
Pizza, okay.
Fruit.
Sorry?
Fruits.
Fruits, okay. That's a healthy food, actually. Anybody else? Oh, okay. Yeah, ice cream is a comfort food. Yeah.
Apples.
That's a healthy food. Come on.
Yeah, every day, a couple times every day.
Okay.
I love chocolates.
All right. Now you're talking, okay? This is my comfort food. So I've been waiting for that, okay? So each one of us, we usually have 1 or 2 different kinds of comfort foods. When we eat them, we feel better. And usually when it's not really what's labeled as very healthy for you, when it's creamy and chocolatey and all that, you know, it becomes a comfort food, okay? So of course, everybody, I'm not going to go through that because everybody knows what a healthy diet is, okay? So I don't need to tell you because this is really what everybody's talking about, a healthy diet, vegan or vegetarian, or everything in moderation is good. This is what my Chinese doctor advised me a very long time ago. I told her, you know, I'm going to be traveling. I cannot take you with me. So can you give me an advice? She said, everything in moderation. So I took her advice, and that was a very long time ago. All right. So yes, eating fresh fruits and vegetables are very healthy because, again, as you know, when you cook them, you are killing them really and destroying the vitamins and all that. Okay. So enjoy what you eat. That's actually one of the secrets that one of the monks shared once, is whatever your meal is, smile, be grateful and thankful and enjoy it. When you are enjoying it, you can digest it and your body will benefit from it. But you are eating and watching TV or trying to correct assignments or whatever, you're really not paying attention to what you are eating, okay? Believe it or not, the digestive enzymes are not going to be secreted properly. So it really hinders your digestion, okay? So take your full 10-15 minutes eating and enjoying and look at what you have in your plate and of course make it colorful to encourage healthy eating, but really enjoying it. It's very important for your body, okay? All right. Drinking water, of course, everybody knows that. Drinking water, because really water, your body actually, a large percentage of your body is made of water. And believe it or not, if you don't drink water frequently, it affects your brain as well as the other organs in your system. First thing in the morning, when you wake up, try to drink 1 or 2 glasses of water room temperature, not cold, room temperature. If you can, squeeze a lemon, it flushes your system, and the lemon, when you drink it, is alkaline. Your system must be large percentage alkaline to prevent serious diseases, okay? So flushing your system first thing in the morning before you eat, if you can have some warm water with lemon juice, it's really good, okay? Don't, again, the advice I got from my doctor, don't drown your system, because sometimes people overdo it with drinking water. Okay, you keep drinking water, you're drowning your system. Drink when you feel thirsty, okay, and take small sips. All right, so this is the advice I really got from my doctor. I've been following it because for a while I was actually drowning my system. I was drinking a lot because they told you it's good for you. You drink a lot, you go to the bathroom a lot. Okay, so your body is really not benefiting, but you are overloading your kidneys. Okay, so everything in moderation again is really good. Okay, this is the recommendations. Okay, like men 13 cups, women 9 cups a day. But again, be in tune with your own system and do what feels right for your system. Now, the question is, how often do you check your emails and social media? How often? Or the question is, have you checked your social media or your emails since we started this session? Okay. Because it's very addictive, by the way, okay? And people, their cell phone became part of their body, okay? And we have to be very careful with that because of the EMF. The electromagnetic fields, it disturbs your brain waves, it disturbs your whole system. So make sure never in your bedroom sleep with your cell phone close to you, okay? Don't try to avoid having a TV set in your bedroom. I usually switch off the router, the Wi-Fi router, when I'm going to sleep, because while I'm sleeping, nobody needs the Wi-Fi, okay? All these things are very important, and please research it because there is a lot of information. And if you know what's going on, you can protect your system, okay? It's very important. So definitely you need social media break, right? Because all of us, I mean, you first thing you wake up in the morning, you run and check your cell phone and see what's happening. Before you sleep, some people put the cell phone under their pillow. That's very dangerous. So definitely you need a break, okay? It's very important. So how about sleeping? Sleeping is very, very important because that's the time when your system is cleaning itself and rejuvenating to start the day fresh, okay? So they recommend that you should be sleeping between 11 p.m. to about 4 a.m. That's the best time when your body, because again, there is the biorhythm, there is the circadian, all sorts of things. So the perfect time. Sometimes, of course, we have a lot of work to do, so we are up till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. We cannot help it. But if you can, even during the weekends, try to sleep between 11 to 4, okay? That's the best time. The diet, eating, try the last meal should really, practically speaking, be 6 p.m., not after that. You need to give your body a chance to digest and get rid of the wastes, or else, again, you are overloading your system, okay? So sometimes we cannot control what affects our sleeping because we are always worried, we are concerned, we keep thinking and all that stuff. So again, make sure that you establish a regular sleeping schedule pattern, okay? Again, make sure that where you sleep is very comfortable and avoid, as I told you, any noise, any electromagnetic fields and all that stuff. Physical activity during the day as best as you can. Managing worries, will come to it very shortly, okay? How to manage that. Now, so we talked about our physical aspect, all right? Our body and all that and what goes in it. Now our emotions, all right? Really, our emotions affect, because it's vibration, really. It's all about frequencies, and it affects your system. So the better emotions, the good emotions, your vibration goes higher, okay? And the negative emotions start going lower, and it start affecting your physical body when it accumulates, okay? So this is why we always want to manage our stress level. You cannot get rid of stress. As I tell everybody, have you met somebody with 0 stress level? The only person with 0 stress level is a dead person. They are dead, so they don't have any stress, okay? Since we are born, as soon as we are born, we start crying. because different temperature, different environment or whatever. So the best we can do is manage our stress level. Okay, so let's be practical. There is no way we are going to get rid of stress totally. Sometimes a certain percentage of stress will motivate us actually to do things, okay? So this is why I'm saying we need to understand what's going on and how to deal with everything around us. Now, it's very important because during the day, you might have one negative comment from somebody or something happened to you. You will keep replaying it over and over and over again, even while you are sleeping. And this is destroy your well-being, okay? So anytime now you catch yourself thinking about something negative that happened, try to think of 3 positive things that also happened to negate it. So you believe that? Like one negative thought, it consumes a lot of your energy and destroys your body versus 3 positive things, okay? So all what we are trying to do is to train ourselves. It's not easy at first, but if you catch yourself, because now I'm raising your awareness, so now you will start catching yourself, okay? As soon as you catch yourself, acknowledge that something happened. I'm not saying deny it, acknowledge it. Yes, it was a rough day. This incident that happened was terrible. Acknowledge it. Okay, but this beautiful thing happened and that happened. So for each negative, think of 3 positive. Flip the script. Very important. All right? So great attitude becomes a great day, becomes a great month, a great year, a great life. All right? We try our best. Some days it works, other days, whatever is happening outside might affect us, but we try. Now, it's very important to recognize and admit to ourselves we really need help, okay? So if you feel that you are sinking into a deep depression, you have negative thoughts day and night, and whatever you try to do is not working, then definitely seek help. Professional counseling is very, very important, especially these days. There is nothing shameful about it. The shame is to deny it, and it gets worse and worse, okay? So this is very important. Having a support group, family, friends, colleagues, it's very healthy. All the ancient cultures, they had support groups, okay? This is why they were able to deal with a lot of life problems. Friends are flowers in the garden of life. I love that, especially if you're traveling and away from your family. So sometimes friends are the flower of your life. Okay, so how about our intellect? Of course, this is what we deal with every day, all day, all right? I like this saying. It says an intelligent person is never afraid or ashamed to find errors in his understanding of things, okay? So we have to be flexible. We have to have open mind to explore different things. This is how we start enjoying our life, okay? Now, interests and hobbies are very, very important. I'm not going to have a lot of chats, unfortunately, because I think we might be running out of time and I have quite a few things to share with you guys. So make sure that you build into your schedule some time for your interests and hobbies. It's very, very important. When I used to be a corporate trainer and used to teach time management, stress management and all that to CEOs and managers and all that, I used to advise them to build into their daily schedule 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour of an activity that you really enjoy doing or a hobby, okay? It's really good for your well-being. It's very important, okay? Sing, talk, read, write, play, okay? Don't stay doing one thing for extended periods of time, okay? We all sit, we all do that, okay? We sit in front of our laptop day and night because we have a lot of research, a lot of grading, a lot of presentations. No, take breaks, okay? What I do every hour for 5 minutes, I get up, move around, do something different, look outside the window, go and drink a glass of water, make some herbal tea, whatever, and then come back. Listen to music, start jumping and dancing. Nobody's watching you, but do it for yourself. It's very important, all right? So have different activities happening. It's very, very important. Now, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. So this is why one of the good results of COVID people had a lot of time during the lockdown to start taking some online courses of topics they were always interested in but never had time, like painting, drawing, music, creative writing, photography, okay? So whatever. Try to find something interesting. All right, now, very quickly, of course, the memory. There are memory exercises. I'm going to briefly show you one of them, okay? But I'm not going to show you the full thing. I think Jill is going to be sharing my PowerPoint, so you can be watching the full video. It's really riddles, so I'm going to get you just started. So
9 brain-cracking riddles that will test your intellect. Are you ready to stretch your brain quite a bit? Then hit thumbs up and let's go. Letter G to 1, and then it's gone. Magic.
all right, did anybody figure it out? Sorry, I couldn't check the chat because of my screen.
Wallace
anybody-
got it.
All
Wallace.
right, all right, good. So these kind of riddles, actually, it's brain exercise, all right? So if Jill is going to be sharing the PowerPoint, you guys can watch the rest. It's very interesting, actually. All right. So what about our spirituality? Okay, it's I know Amir was asking about the heart and soul. What's the difference between them? So let's get into that very quickly, because there is parts here that I want you to actually pay attention to. This is why I want to spend time in this part, because that's an area where a lot of people are not really paying attention, okay? So in general, they tell you, and it's a lot of people have this saying, not only Eckhart Tolle, people don't realize that now is all there ever is, okay? So the past is past, the future we don't have control over, and it's all what we have is the present. This is why they call it present. A present is a gift, okay? So all what we have is this moment. So we want to make sure we maximize it, okay? So it's very important, because again, we cannot change the past. We don't know what will happen in the next second, not even tomorrow. So let's enjoy this specific moment. It's very important, okay? Christopher Reeve, Superman, the old Superman, success is finding satisfaction in giving a little more than you take. So being of service to others is very, very critical, by the way, because people that are self-centered and they are so materialistic, believe it or not, they live a really miserable life. They are not happy. Okay, I met filthy rich people when I was traveling in China and Thailand and all over the place. Really very rich people with helicopters and this and that and islands. And you start talking to them, they're not happy. Okay, they're not content. So inner peace and content is very important. We as instructors, professors, educators, okay, we are of service to others because we have our students that we take care of and we see them develop in front of us. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's very satisfactory to see their development from the beginning of the term and then at the end of the term. They stayed with you for 3 months, okay? Did you have a positive effect? Even if only one student changed because of something you said, okay? They are aware of something and they are looking at their life in a different way, okay? So being service to others is very critical, all right? So if you get a chance, you can volunteer. Everybody is busy. So working with the students, this is why I switched from being a corporate trainer to teaching at the university, especially the young adults, okay? I felt very strongly about it, that this is my mission. I enjoy it. When you do something and you're so excited and it gives you a lot of energy, you know you're on the right track, okay? So it's very important. Now, this part is very critical. This is really what I wanted to focus with you on, is breathing. Believe it or not, we don't breathe well. Most of us, we do what we call shallow breathing, not deep breathing. Especially when we are stressed out or something is upsetting us. It's very shallow breathing. And with the shallow breathing, your system is not getting enough oxygen. Your brain is not getting enough oxygen. So then your whole body starts getting affected, okay? So basically, what we need to practice is deep breathing. And you can do that only 3 times. And the way I was taught, you don't inhale first, you exhale first. So you go, okay, so you get rid of whatever little air was in your lungs, and then you take a very deep breath, and then you get it out again, okay? So do that 3 times. Try it right now. So go, and then breathe deeply. And imagine your lungs is full of air right now. Keep it for a little bit, and then. So we breathe through our nose, and we get rid of the air, exhale through our mouth. And really, if you can blow it like, it works really well. If I'm really stressed out and I feel, oh my God, I have a lot of things to do, I'm getting tense, I just stop and just 3 of these deep breaths, okay? Sometimes if I'm at work somewhere, I go to the bathroom and do my breathing, okay? It changes, okay? All of a sudden, your body is getting some oxygen, it's breathing again, all right? So get into that habit, try it out, okay? It works. I'm going to guide you through a very quick breathing exercise, all right? That it's very easy to do. And you don't need to read anything, you just follow what I'm saying, okay? All right, are you ready? Yes? All right, here we go. So please close your eyes, all right? Everybody, just close your eyes and follow what I say, all right? Now, take few deep breaths, like I showed you right now. So breathe from your nose, inhale from your nose, and then exhale from your mouth. Now, when you are breathing in, it's good to start having a nice image in your mind, or you can choose a word or phrase that makes sense to you. So for now, when we are breathing, feel peace and calm that fills your whole body when you breathe in, okay? So when you breathe in your mind, say peace and calm, and imagine that your whole body is in a peaceful, calm state, okay? When you breathe out, you want to get rid of all the stress and tension in your body. So when you breathe in, it's peace and calm. When you breathe out, you are getting rid of stress and tension. So let's just try that for a couple of minutes. All right, so let's return back, and you can open your eyes right now. All right. So of course you can do that. You can do it for 10, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. It depends on your time, okay? So you can start practicing that. So how did you feel? Did you start feeling any different? Of course, because it was very short, you might not have the full benefit of it, but as long as you can start feeling that there is something there that could make a difference. So meditation is very beneficial for our body in general. And a lot of people think, oh my God, I have to practice yoga. I have to practice it for years. I might need even to go to India or Tibet or somewhere to practice my meditation. It's not true, right? It's really not true. Just looking outside the window and just observing what's going on, looking at a picture of somebody you love, having a plant in front. I always have actually live plants everywhere. Listening to music and just paying attention to the music, just focusing on the music. This is meditation, okay? So simplify your life. okay? With this PowerPoint actually presentation, there is a 3-minute meditation, all right? I don't think we have time for it right now. So when the PowerPoint is shared with you, you can go through this 3-minute meditation to get you started. And I prefer, if you never meditated before, to use the guided meditation. So somebody is guiding you through it, and there is music, so you start getting into it, all right? Now, the other thing that's very important in our lives, and it's part of our spirituality, is gratitude, being grateful, all right? So it's always first thing in the morning, as you're opening your eyes, think of one thing you are grateful for, even if it's just waking up. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I'm breathing. Other people, they cannot breathe, they are gone, okay? So just think of something that you are grateful for. Before you sleep, make sure that's the last thing you think about. Beautiful things that happen to you during the day that you are really grateful for, okay? I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for a job I love. I'm grateful for being healthy, okay? And this will really help you a lot, especially in these times. And what I usually recommend, and I recommend it also to my students, is having what I call a gratitude jar, okay? And I'll show you mine. This is my gratitude jar. So basically what I do every day, I get, you know, those colored sticky notes. I write what I'm grateful for, I fold it and I put it in the jar. So days when I'm really stressed out and feel that, oh my God, I cannot handle it anymore, just looking at the jar and seeing that it's filling up, oh my God, I have a lot of things to be grateful for. So you can have a gratitude jar or a journal, a gratitude journal for people that like journaling. Again, before you sleep, write a couple of things that you are grateful for that day. It works. I've been doing it for years, believe me. Okay. Some days you might forget, but then you will find yourself first thing in the morning, you are running and doing it because it feels good. Okay. So again, what consumes your mind controls your life. So practice gratitude. So always begin and end your day with gratitude. I want to end with this $1 billion advice from Sadhguru. He's such a wonderful guy. He's not like the traditional gurus. He has amazing sense of humor. He traveled the world. He talks about all sorts of things, and he's so humble and wonderful, okay? So let me just share this video with you, and that's the last part, okay?
Just working hard doesn't do things in the world. Right from your childhood, your parents taught you, if you study, how should you study? Study hard. If you work, how should you work? Work hard. Just doing everything hard, it'll become a donkey's life. Nobody told you, you must study in joy. Nobody told you, you must work in love. They told you, you must do it hard. They made their lives very difficult for themselves. Now they're ensuring that your life becomes difficult too. Why do you work hard? If it's hard, give it up. If you can do it joyfully, you do it. Otherwise, don't do it, isn't it? If you're going to make yourself miserable in the process of working, What use is your work to yourself or to anybody around you? You just sit at the temple gates and beg and eat, it's better. Somebody will throw you 1 rupee, 2 rupee. You eat out of it. At least that you do joyfully. Sit there happily, eat what people throw into your bowl. If you're going to make it so hard for yourself, I'm sure you're making it very hard for everybody around you. If you're going to spread misery in the world, it's better you don't do anything. If you're going to spread joy in the world, go and do as much as you can. Just because you work hard, things need not happen, and they do not happen. Shankaran Pillai's old ambassador wouldn't start. So he went home. He had a kitten at home. He brought the kitten, harnessed it to the ambassador. He said, "Go, let's go, let's go." People looked at this and said, "Are you crazy? Can this little kitten pull the ambassador car?" Shankaran Pillai said, "Don't you fool yourself, I have a horsewhip. You believe you can do everything hard and it'll work. It'll not work just because you do it hard. You must do the right thing, only then it works, isn't it? If you do not do the right thing, it does not work." People who are successful not because necessarily they work hard, they just know what's the right thing to do with their kind of job. That's why they're successful. But just working hard will not do. You must do the right thing, otherwise it doesn't work.
All right. So I personally like his advice, because this is why if you are not enjoying what you are doing, you might as well not do it, because you will be miserable and everybody around you will be miserable. Okay? So what I'm going to leave you with is live the life you love. Live every moment, laugh every day, love beyond words. Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure being with you guys and talking together, and hopefully we'll do that again. Maybe we'll start a wellness center and we'll start sharing, okay? Wellness circle, okay? And we'll start
Thank you,
sharing.
Amy.
Thank you very much for being
That was awesome, Amy. Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you, Amy.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
everybody.
Wonderful.
Happy
Thank you so
holidays.
much.
You're welcome.
Bravo. Excellent. Very relaxing.
So I hope that you, Jill, you can share, I'll send you the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay. Yes, I'll share that.
So everybody, you can watch the video, especially the meditation video and all these, because there was a couple of videos that I wanted to share with you, but we don't have time. Usually these sessions can run for 2-3 hours when we start sharing and talking and all that. But at least this gave you a taste of how to really live a balanced life and what are the 4 parts of who we are that we should really pay attention to and balance. All right? Thank you very much.
We'll get you back.
Thank you. We look forward for part 2.
All right, that will be great. We'll get together again.
2021.
All right, yes.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Thank
everyone.
you so much.
Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody. Have a
Bye.
good weekend.
Same to you.
Yeah.